Have you ever loved someone so much that you'd risk everything, even your own life? Now, imagine that someone has four paws, a wagging tail, and eyes that look up at you like you're their entire world. This is the story of a woman and her beloved dog, a story where unconditional love faced an impossible choice, one that would leave the world both heartbroken and inspired. Stay with me, because what happened on those train tracks is something you'll never forget. Around the world, millions of people call their pets family, but sometimes that bond goes beyond companionship. It becomes a love so fierce, so selfless, that it challenges the limits of human sacrifice. Today, you're going to hear a true story of heroism and heartbreak, a story of a young woman who paid the ultimate price to save her best friend. But what exactly happened that day? And what does it say about the power of human-animal love? Stay with me to the end, because there's a twist in this story you won't see coming. Let's go back to a quiet morning in Bucharest, Romania. A woman named Andrea lived a simple, peaceful life with her rescue dog, Max. Max wasn't just a pet. He was family. Saved from the streets as a puppy, Max had grown up by her side, her walking buddy, her protector, her comfort through life's struggles. They were inseparable. Every day, they walked the same familiar paths. They played, laughed, shared moments of joy. And like many dog owners, Andrea sometimes spoke to Max as if he were human. And in some way, maybe he understood. But one morning, their peaceful routine took a tragic turn. As they crossed a train track near their home, a crossing they'd passed countless times before, something changed. Max, curious and distracted by something on the tracks, suddenly got his leash tangled between the rails. And that's when Andrea heard it, the distant rumble of an approaching train. Now, pause for a moment. What would you do? Would you run for safety, or risk it all to save the one who trusted you most? If you love animals, smash that like button and tell us in the comments what your pet means to you. Andrea didn't hesitate. Ignoring the danger, she rushed to untangle Max. With seconds ticking away, the train horn blasted, louder, closer. She struggled with the leash, pulling, twisting, desperately trying to free him. Onlookers screamed from a distance. Some shouted for her to leave the dog behind. But to her, that wasn't an option. How could she abandon the friend who had given her so much love, so much comfort in her darkest hours? The train barreled closer. Andrea finally freed Max's leash. He was safe, but she wasn't. The impact was devastating. And in that moment, the world lost a gentle soul, but Max lived. It's hard to imagine the courage it takes to make that kind of sacrifice. Andrea didn't think of herself. She thought only of Max. That's what unconditional love looks like. But here's something you might not know. Max, now cared for by Andrea's family, still visits the tracks where he last saw her. Every day, he waits, looking, hoping, as if he believes she'll come walking down that path again. Heartbreaking, isn't it? But there's more to the story. Coming up next, what experts say about this kind of bond, and why some believe dogs feel our love more deeply than we realize. Scientists who study human-animal relationships tell us something incredible. Dogs don't just see us as providers of food. Their brains light up in ways similar to human children when they see someone they love. When you smile at your dog, when you speak gently, when you share a moment of joy, they feel it, they understand. And sometimes, it's the dogs who save us from loneliness, from sadness, from feeling alone in this world. But in Andrea's case, it was the human who saved the dog, and she gave everything to do it. Ask yourself this: if love is measured by sacrifice, then how much did Andrea love Max? And how far would you go for someone you love? Were you expecting this story to end this way? Tell me in the comments, has a pet ever changed your life in ways you didn't expect? So what can we learn from this heartbreaking story? That sometimes love means putting someone else first, even when it costs everything. And sometimes the ones who teach us the most about love don't even speak our language. Max lives on, carrying the memory of the one person who showed him what true love looks like. And maybe, in some way, Andrea's sacrifice reminds us all to cherish those we love every single day, because you never know when that day might be the last walk together. If this story moved you, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to hear more incredible, heartwarming, and unforgettable stories of the animal-human bond, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Don't miss our next video, where we'll reveal the surprising science behind why your dog knows when you're sad, even before you do. Thank you for watching. And as always, love your pets, because for them, you are their whole world.